here we go with an example for Seasfire students, something that they're going to do. So Mr. Ogle will do an example so that they can see how they are going to do their own. So first thing we do is we pick a critter. Okay, in this case I pick one of my favorites. This is a nudibranch. All right, a nudibranch. These are about the size of the top of your thumb, right, from the knuckle to the tip of your thumb, so they're very tiny. And they're called nudibranchs because nudus from Latin, meaning naked, and bronchia, coming from the Greek meaning lungs, like your bronchial passages, right? So nudibranch means naked lungs, and the reason that it means naked lungs is you see these little filaments, these little fiber things, these floaty things on the top of it coming off its back. Well, that's its lungs. Okay, this is its respiratory system, so it's gills essentially, right? Water's passing over these little structures, and there's where gas exchange happens. So it picks up oxygen from the water and dumps out carbon dioxide. And you can notice a few other structures here. We have what are known as rhinophores. These, like a rhinoceros, little horns, right? Those are sensory devices, okay? And the thing to understand about this organism is you're looking essentially at a snail, okay? But this is a snail that evolved its shell away, all right? So it no longer has a protective shell. Now it's, just completely shellless. But you notice right away it's very, very brightly colored. I mean, these things just stand out. They just pop out when you see them crawling along the rocks and the coral down there. But it's the color that protects them, because when other fish and other organisms see this color, it tells them right away this is going to be nasty tasting. It's not going to taste good, and it may even be poisonous. In fact, some nudibranchs will feed on organisms that have nematocysts, like jellyfish and stuff, and these organisms can actually use those cells and put them in their own skin. So some nudibranchs, you don't want to touch them because they can poison you. Okay, and this one, the technical name for this guy is Chromadorus lepidus. Chroma means color, and lepidus, right? So I mean, you can see this guy's got looks like leopard spots all over it. Okay. Another thing you'll notice right away is that it just glows in the dark. And if you look at these edges here, it almost looks like the organism was put under a black light, a UV light, and it just is shining. But they don't need UV. When you're underwater and you see them, they look just like you're seeing here. This is just a snapshot from a camera. So they literally almost glow in the dark. But once again, that's all defensive because they no longer have their shells to protect them. So there it is, critter pick number 1, okay? This is Chromadorus lepidus, a nudibranch, and this nudibranch was found in the Perhentian Islands.